For millennia, Homo sapiens have been the dominant species on Earth, with evidence of their existence dating back around 300,000 years. Over the course of their history, Homo sapiens have gone on to create some of the most advanced civilizations the world has ever seen. These ancient civilizations have left behind a wealth of archaeological evidence that has allowed us to piece together their histories and achievements. However, recent discoveries had led some to speculate that Homo sapiens may not have been the first advanced civilization on Earth, but rather a remnant of an even older and more advanced civilization that was destroyed by a global catastrophe millions of years ago. In today's video, we'll explore the scientific evidence of the existence of Homo sapiens for around 300,000 years, as well as the achievements of ancient civilizations, and speculate about the possibility of an ancient human civilization existing millions of years ago, which was destroyed by a severe global catastrophe. Scientific evidence for Homo sapiens, a long history. The scientific evidence for Homo sapiens being around for 300,000 years is abundant and varied. Fossil records for Homo sapiens have been found in many parts of the world, including Africa, Europe, and Asia, and these fossils have been dated to around 300,000 years ago. Additionally, DNA analysis of Neanderthal fossils have provided evidence that Homo sapiens coexisted with other hominin species for long periods of time before becoming the only surviving species. Archaeological findings have also provided insight into the lives of ancient Homo sapiens. Stone tools, cave paintings, and other artifacts have been found in many places throughout the world, and these artifacts have been dated to around 300,000 years ago as well. These findings provide insight into the lives of ancient Homo sapiens, such as their hunting and gathering methods, and their social structures. Scientific evidence of the existence of Homo sapiens has been found in many parts of the world. For example, fossil remains have been found in Morocco that date back to around 300,000 years ago, suggesting that Homo sapiens were present in this region at that time. Additionally, archaeological and genetic evidence has been found in Africa, which suggests that humans were present in Africa at least 200,000 years ago, which suggests that Homo sapiens were the first modern humans to emerge in the world. Additionally, the Neanderthals, who are related to the Homo sapiens, lived in Europe and Asia from about 400,000 to 40,000 years ago. This suggests that Homo sapiens may have coexisted with the Neanderthals for some time before the Neanderthals became extinct. Furthermore, ancient stone tools have been found in Africa and Europe, which date back to the same time periods, suggesting that Homo sapiens had already developed a sophisticated tool-making technology by this time. Finally, genetic evidence has also been used to trace the movements of Homo sapiens over time. By analyzing the DNA of modern humans, scientists have been able to trace the migrations of Homo sapiens out of Africa and into Europe and Asia, as well as the mixing of populations that occurred with interbreeding with Neanderthals and other early humans. Ancient civilizations, achievements, and interactions. Ancient civilizations such as the Sumerians, Assyrians, Babylonians, and Egyptians were incredibly accomplished in many areas. The development of agriculture is one of their most impressive achievements, as it was the basis for their societies and allowed them to grow and thrive. They also developed cities, with the cities of Ur and Babylon being prime examples of their achievements. Additionally, these civilizations were some of the first to create writing systems and early forms of art, such as hieroglyphs and sculptures. Farming and agriculture was a major achievement of these ancient civilizations, as it allowed them to support larger populations with a stable food supply and form more complex societies. This was made possible by the invention of agricultural tools, such as a plow, and the development of irrigation systems to get water to crops. These basic agricultural techniques allowed civilizations to produce more food than they needed, and the surplus allowed them to specialize in certain trades and develop more complex societies. The rise of cities in the ancient world was also an impressive feat in its own right. The cities of Ur and Babylon boasted with a complex architecture and monuments that still stand today. These cities were centers of trade, government, and culture, and were home to some of the most influential people of the time. These ancient civilizations were some of the first to develop writing and art. The Sumerians, Assyrians, and Babylonians all developed their own writing systems, such as cuneiform and hieroglyphs, which were used to record history, laws, and other important information. They also developed early forms of art, such as sculptures and other artifacts, which were used for trade, religion, and other cultural aspects. These achievements are still admired today and are a testament to the ingenuity and skill of the people of these ancient civilizations. The ancient civilizations of the world were connected and interacted with each other in a variety of ways. Trade was an important factor in connecting these civilizations, as goods and resources were exchanged between them. This not only provided a much-needed source of income and sustenance, but also helped to spread knowledge, cultural practices, and technology. Additionally, political alliances were formed between various civilizations, allowing them to work together to achieve their common goals. This was especially true in the case of the great empires, such as the Roman and Persian empires, which dominated much of the known world at the time. Another way in which these civilizations interacted was through the exchange of ideas and beliefs. Religion, philosophy, and art were all shared between cultures, allowing them to learn from each other and develop a shared understanding of the world. This sharing of information was especially important in the development of agricultural practices, which allowed civilizations to develop better methods of farming, leading to higher yields and more food for their people. Lastly, these civilizations were also connected through warfare. Many of the great empires of the ancient world rose to power through military conquest, and the battles fought between them were often epic in scale. Although this type of warfare was often devastating, it also allowed civilizations to learn from each other and create new technologies and strategies. Ultimately, this allowed the ancient civilizations to become more powerful and create a more complex and interconnected world. A lost ancient civilization? The ancient civilization of the Indus Valley was one of the oldest in the world, flourishing between 3300 and 1300 BCE. This civilization was advanced for its time, with complex writing systems, standardized weights and measures, and impressive architecture. However, despite its sophistication, this civilization eventually disappeared. The exact cause of its demise is unknown, but some theories suggest that the Indus Valley was the victim of environmental catastrophes, such as floods or drought. Another ancient civilization that disappeared around the same time was the Maya civilization, which existed in Central America between 2000 BCE and 1000 CE. The Mayans were a highly advanced civilization, known for their vast pyramids, complex calendar systems, and highly developed writing system. Unfortunately, despite their achievements, the Mayan civilization eventually disappeared, likely due to a combination of deforestation and drought. To this day, the cause of their disappearance remains a mystery. For a long time, archaeologists and historians have been debating the possibility of a lost human civilization that predated our own. This ancient civilization is thought to have existed millions of years ago and may have been wiped out by a global catastrophe. Evidence for this theory comes from ancient texts and artifacts, as well as archaeological and genetic evidence. While the exact cause of the catastrophe that wiped out this ancient civilization remains a puzzle, some theories suggest it could have been a massive natural disaster, such as an asteroid impact or a global climate change event. Other theories point to possible conflicts between this ancient civilization and other advanced societies that may have existed at the time. Whatever the cause, the possibility of an ancient human civilization existing millions of years ago is an intriguing one and begs the question of why it was wiped out so suddenly and completely. While the answers may never be known, this mystery has attracted the attention of researchers and archaeologists who continue to search for clues that could bring us closer to solving it. The disappearance of this ancient civilization marks a loss to human history and is a reminder of the fragility of human civilizations and the importance of preserving our own history. The discovery of a long-ago civilization would have major implications for the course of human history. Such a discovery would shed light on the history of humanity and how it has evolved over time. It would also provide insight into the development of culture and the spread of ideas. In addition, an ancient civilization could provide valuable information about the development of technology and the development of science. We have highlighted the scientific evidence of Homo sapiens' existence for around 300,000 years, as well as the achievements of ancient civilizations. We've also discussed the possibility of a much older human civilization that was destroyed by a global catastrophe. This serves to remind us of the importance of understanding our past in order to prepare for our possible future disasters. It also serves as a reminder that human civilization has been around for a very long time, and that our species has the potential to survive and thrive in the future. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon to stay connected. But until next time, stay curious.